Alright lads, as promised here and arranged by Cadet and the rest of the broadcast booth here, we're going to start working on trying to keep it consistent for the rest of this entire season here, to at least have a weekly review here for you all on what's going on in the divisions here. BBPN Season 10 is going to be exciting. We've already got some crazy plays that have gone on here. So, we're going to break it down. We're going to review each division here. It's not going to be fancy. We'll work on fastiness as we get along here, as we start experimenting and figuring things out there. Alright, let's get to the divisions and see what has transpired in week number 1. So here we're going to take a look at the Hooligan division, just to give you a feel of what's been going on. Now, some would refer to the Hammertime division as a very aptly named division here, that it is all about smashing and pummeling, and you can pretty much see here by the firms involved why that is. You know, first up here, of course, is the Cemetery Greys, run by Rat Ogre there, and it's your basic shambling undead team. Let's see how they've done after week 1 here. You can tell here they've got the 1 MVP, they've got the 1 touchdown, they've got the 1 casualty. 2 rerolls, fan factor, of course, just the 1. They've got the built-in Necromancer, big advantage there for any undead firm. Nothing really exciting to roll about. They've got 12 players, 60k. They're looking okay. Alright, next up, of course, here is the Gozarts. Now, you all had fun watching the first game they played. Everyone would have assumed that would have been an easy pushover. Boy, oh boy, was he in for a shock. Let's take a look here at his firm. Now, here's the best thing he's got coming out of that game there. The Cruxor has found a way, has got block early. Yeah, he's got block early. Roll the double. That's going to make him a really key player as things go on here. The Sauruses, you see one got the MVP, another one got another nice 2 casualties here. He got 2 touchdowns on this one skate. He's got sidestep, good choice, and of course another wood there. It was an insane game. He's still got a firm 11 players. He's looking okay. Fan factor 1, the Apothecary. It's a good addition. The team definitely wants to need that because it wants to protect these big expensive players here. 2 team rerolls. 1090. Like I said, it wasn't the result he's expecting. No one was expecting that result there. And now, of course, straight from the Underworld there, T-Squared coming in. He feels like he's in a really weird division here, but let's take a look at the firm, how they did after week 1. And you can see here, it's the beginning of development for this firm. It is 100% the beginning of it there. You can see the Gobs doing the job. They're well on their way. By end of game 2, you should be seeing the first good skill ups there, and that's when this team's going to mature. It's going to start doing mutations. I'm really looking forward to see what T-Squared's got in mind for that one there. Otherwise, nothing exciting to hold about. 3 rerolls here. It's a good solid 12. He didn't lose anybody in the first week, so he's fine. He's just fine. Now the Orc firm, they just couldn't think of a name. Well, that's fine, they couldn't think of anything. They had a rough first week, as you can tell here. They've already got a Black Orc. He's going to be out for a bit here, and you can tell here, luckily it's just a miss next game, but that is a critical player missing early. They do have a lineman. He still has to skill him up there. And, of course, he's only gotten... You're all looking at this here, how this team's designed here, because you're thinking, wait a minute, there's something wrong here. No, he's got an idea. It's a Blood Bowl 2020 designed Orc team, is a funny way to put it there. It's got a 1 blitzer. 1. That's all he's got there. Of course, a couple of linemen. The Black Orcs have been smashed up in there, and then you see it there. 4 Garbos. That's his 11-person roster there, ladies and gentlemen, there. But then look at the insanity. 10 cheerleaders, 10 coaches, assistants. He's already at 3 fan factor of all things. So he's going to win rerolls. That's why he's only bought the 1. It's a hell of a gamble. It's a crazy idea. I'm looking forward to seeing how it performs as the season goes on. And now the big surprise in the smashy, thumpy hammering division here. Dummy Thick, yeah, Astrolite, yeah, done it again there. He's come in with a roster of Avlinks. I'd stop laughing because they have done crazy things, including their first game came away with a 3-3 tie. You saw that on the cast, yeah, how insane that was. Trees, one of them's got the MVP, that's fine. The Havling's got butchered in that game. They really got pummeled. So you can already see he's got 2 permanent injuries. They're not long for the team. They're really not. Another one, he's got to wait to come back here. And then you see, here's his problem. His TV is all spread out. It's all spread out. This is a problem right here, because this lad not only got... He did great. He just didn't do as good as he really hoped for. So, and now he has to deal with, he's got a permanent strength decrease. Unless he rolls dotless, he's off the firm. 7 fan factor. You see where he's going on that? Starts off a lot of fan factor, so he's probably going to win the rerolls. 2 team rerolls. You can already tell here his solution. He's probably going to be going for a Halfling Shaft and hiring Deep Root every game. He's probably going to look into Zora later as the season, because remember, this is Blood Bowl LRB 6, not BB 2016. He can't do the Zora Carla Von Kill connection, which I would recommend otherwise. 660 TV. So that means he's got 340 as a reserve. So he's always going to get a great incentive. And as you can see here, he spent the money. He bought the Nuffle Altar. So he's always got the extra inducement. So anytime it's a home stadium, expect the Halflings to at least give you what for, as long as some of them survive. Alright, here we go. Chorf vermin indeed. Anvils of Hashut. And, well... they don't know what to think how this season's already started here. They really don't, because they also took what for. They didn't have quite the start they thought they'd have. The Bull Centaurs, as you can see, nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's a bit of a shock there, because you do want to try and skill them up pretty fast. Didn't get anything there. The Chorf team itself there, well, one's gotten battered already. As you can see there, fortunately for him there, it's nothing critical. Other than it's a niggler. That is a diabolically little nasty problem for him to keep an eye on. Because it means any time this bastard gets broken, there's a good odds, like Thick Skull no longer counts for him. So suddenly, he's got a weak spot. Now, nigglers aren't as bad on any kind of Dwarven AV9 characters, but it does start coming back to haunt you, and yes, those do pile up there. So he's got to keep an eye on that. He's bought the guards. You can already tell he's trying to adjust his thinking how this team's going to work there. And the Hobgoblins, they're not really doing the job as much as he'd like to. You can tell by, that lack of stats at this point here. 2 rerolls and Apothecary fan factor. He's going to have to figure out where his bloody easy button is. He really does. Alright, yeah, there we go. Here's Storm, of course, bringing in these favourite dwarves of his, because, well, he knows a talent when he sees one there. But as you probably can tell from their cast, and they were on there, they made it. They had a game that went flawless first half. Not so much the second half, did it there? It really went rubber baggy bugfuck there. 3 rerolls though. Doesn't have an Apothecary yet. That might be a mistake here. He may buy it before the game starts for the second week, and he's only got the 1 fan factor. So, and you can see already, he's having problems, including, yes, he's got a permanent injury. It's broken ribs. So he's out for an extra game there. So at least, fortunately, from the Dwarven viewpoint here, he's hiring a loner, and the loner doesn't harm them. It's replacing a Longbeard already, so he should probably be fine in his second game. And then, of course, the last one of the list there, this has now become the team to look out for. And you're going to hear my reasoning why here. The Sovereign, this is the Nurgle firm here. Yep, on a dare, as you can see, he took a Fluffy. And you see what his first skill up is. He got a skill up his first game. The man is daring to live the dream. Strength increase. Absolutely the most fantastic increase the Fluffy can get because it deals with tentacles. It's a deadly combination there, lads. It is a deadly combination there. If he starts just rolling, and he's going to rickroll you all day, that's devastating. Now you can see he got battered while the Rodders. This is the Nurgle's bane. The Rodders are always going to get battered because you know how Rodders and Decay work. It's a double roll on the injury. So he's lucky he just got away with basically missed next games in this case here. He's got nothing on the Nurgle Warriors yet. It's going to take time. Well, you can see here Fluffy was the star in his game. Is the surprise star. The Rodders did their business. And, well, the Pestigore hasn't done anything yet. Give it time, lads. Give it time here. He's got okay money, 40k, but he's got a lot of work to do. So let's take a look here at the leaderboards. You can see what happened in the first week. As you can see here, who came walking out of this with wins? Well, only 2 firms actually solidly won their games there. The Underworld Den, bravo, Underworld's already on top here. And the Undead, no surprises there, chasing right after him there. Solid positioning there. The ties is where already it becomes a bit of a laugh here. As you can see, yep, Havling's got a tie. That's a win for them in this division here. And of course, the Lizardmen, the surprise tie, should have been a win was their viewpoint, but they look, you got no one crippled, alright? So you did fine. You salvaged a tie. You may end up being the lucky one this season. So we'll keep an eye on that Aveling firm. Nurgle and Dwarves batted it out there to a tie there. Nurgle, I guess at this point here, would consider that a good result, considering how they leveled out of that one there. So they'll easily take that one. And the Dwarves, it's okay. It's not the start they wanted, but at least it's not a loss. It's probably the best way to answer that one. And then, of course, there you go. The Chorfs there. Ate an early loss. That's huge for them there. They're going to have to get there. And, of course, the Orcs, well, they ate an early loss. But don't worry. It's an early season. It's only game number 1 there. You've got 6 more games ahead of you there. And face it, lads, you've got Avelings in this division here. So get your hopes up, maybe? I don't know. But like I said, I can completely understand why they're calling this the Bashy Hammer division. It really is there. Alright, we're going to be taking a look there soon at the other after a moment. Well, we knew this division was going to become an interesting one there. Angry Panda division. Oh yeah, they're angry in this division, alright there. This is the Chaos division, if there ever was one, because there's such diverse and interesting changes here between all the firms. Let's go and discuss who's actually in this one here. Let's start off here. We have our Underworld firm here, the Warp Cheese Getters, of course, by our legend there, Cadet Tank. And already, as you can tell here, he's off to a weird start. It's definitely a weird one, alright. Let's take a look here. As you can see here, the thrower did a great game, has earned block, but of course he's been banged out, so he's going to sit out the next one there. And as for the rest of the firm, well, he's got work ahead of him there. He really does. Team value is only 730 right now here. He's got the fan factor of one team reroll. You end up asking yourself, what went wrong with this firm? But now you see his logic here. He too has gone and bought a Nuffles altar there for extra inducements. So that is his logic. He's going to try and spend his way to greatness. Famous last words. Meanwhile, Wolf Howl again there. The Sisters of the Leaf. It's Amazons. He's decided this season, he's going to try his luck with the ladies and see how that works. Good luck, lad. You're going to need it. Let's take a look here at his lovely ladies there. And already there, he's got a Blitzer who's got a quick little skill up. And of course, she's taking the Mighty Blow, because that was her special talent, among many other things. Oh, you mean she's good at fisting things? Awkward way to phrase it. 3 rerolls there, the Apothecary. No surprises here, 10-20. He's going to do what he can with this team here. We do expect them there to do very well. As you can see, survived the first game, and that's important there. Oh, now here's Cord, and of course, Kenry there. I heard the new musical recently came out. I'm slipping in the rain. It's a great musical. I'd recommend that one. And you can see already he's not off to the best of starts, and he knows it. It's already a very grim start. But it's gotten started. It's got its 2 casualties here. He's got no dead Tomb Guardians, but he's only going with 3 to start there. But he's got 2 Blitzers. And of course, as you can see, he's got the 1 Thrower. So he's taking the long view with this firm here. 3 rerolls, a fan factor. It's a tough early start, lad. It's a tough early start. Meanwhile, let's take a look what Ice Blade's brought in here. Yep, Necro firm. Dead Pirate roll, no skulls. Well, that's what Griff Elberwald tells you is the secret to this game here. Don't roll skulls. Clever. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You can see already what his team is now up to doing, and boy, are they ready to do it there. Look at the casualty totals they have already racked up here. They are getting casualty, and even got a couple of touchdowns in the whole of that there. White's got a touchdown there. He's got a touchdown on one of the Yowling Mutts there. One of the Flesh Golems is definitely doing the business. So's the other Yippie Mutt. And he's even bought tackle already on the White because he's already looking forward to meeting the Amazons. With his fists. Lots of fistings. 2 rerolls, Fan Factor, built-in Necromancer. He's well on his way here. He's probably going to be one of the major threats for this division. Now, the Ogre firm by the most handsome man in the entire league here, Finn Hill. Big trouble, little gobs. And he's already off to a rough start. Now, he's decided, against the recommendations of Yorick, he started with the 5 Ogre setup there. 2 rerolls, no apothecary. You need an apothecary, lad. I cannot stress this enough. You need an apothecary because you need it for the ogres. Not really the Nobblers. And speaking of the Nobblers, you can already see the blanks in his roster. That was a rough game. That was a rough game there. And he's even already got another one that's already an AV decrease. And he's the one that got the MVP, clearly. So no surprises there. He's already off to a rough start. He's going to need to give a good fisting to someone along the way. All right, now, it's hard to say here. I love this coach. He's a darling of mine because he plays brilliantly, utterly. He can even give good time, good rhyme, a run for the money. There's just one problem Goat Boy's got. He's Nuffle's bitch some days. He can tell me I'm wrong, but I don't think he'd disagree. I've seen time and time again, he's had games that 100% he should have won if the dice didn't betray him. And they don't just betray him just a little bit, or they roll average and he finally just gets the bad roll. No. Extreme unluck at the worst times. Like I said, Nuffle's bitch, he pretty much is there. And I don't think he's going to disagree with it. Is this the year? But that's what he's here to prove here with this firm. Let's take a look here. The Werewolves are getting their business done here. He's already got the MVP on the Flesh Golem here. He's got a touchdown there on one of the Whites there. And the Zombies, well, they're doing what zombies do here. But you notice what this Necro term doesn't have. There's no ghouls on this one. He's starting off all just bash heavy pretty much. The Dallas Dead Boys are all bash, all slug. And he counts on the Werewolves to be basically ball control ball handlers with a bit of hint from the Whites, as you can see. It might work. Maybe it will work. Maybe he's just sick and tired of the nasty bad luck killing any goals off. So maybe he's onto something. He could be. I'm looking forward to seeing how he does this season here. 2 rerolls, Fan Factor, and of course the Necromancer. He's in business there. Alright, Daffo. You're going to give me magic this season. You promised me that. You're going to give me bloody magic there. Especially with Dark Elves. I believe. Oh, well, someone better believe in you. And you can already see, yeah, he's starting to rack up cheese pletions and anything else he can along the way here. 4 blitzes. He's got the 1 runner. And then he's got the lineman. And I know what you're thinking. Well, look. The biggest problem, and Daffo would probably 100% agree with that, with Dark Elves is a starting TV 1000. Is horrible with Dark Elves. It really is, because you just can't afford the players. It's always been the biggest issue. Now, ask anyone there going into the NAF. You're glad you have a little bit extra. Your first game, if you're the Dark Elves, is always the trickiest one there, because there's no guarantee you've got anything here. 2 team rerolls, that's good. No, seriously, that's good for him there. There are a lot of Dark Elf coaches just to have another positional player or something like that who go 1 reroll. There's some who go 0 rerolls the first game. I'm not joking. That's how tough Dark Elves are to start, but once they get going, the magic begins, and that's why we're looking forward to them. It's got the Apothecary early. 100% don't blame you there, lad, because you can't afford to lose anyone. You really can't. When you look at your cost to your players, there's no room until you get to game 4 or 5. Hopefully. And we'll see how he does this season. And yep, here we are. The Gooder Boys. Oh, Skaven. You love Skaven. You absolutely love these bastards there, because there's nothing they can't do except sometimes win a cheesy game for you. I imagine right now this coach has got several words of complaint about that one there. Taking a look how he's built the starting team. He's decided to go with a 4-4. He's going the 4 gutter. Is that overkill? Is that an overkill? That's really up to the style of the coach there. I won't agree or disagree in there. I've seen it done with 4 gutters to start. 2 Storm Vermin, mandatory. Absolutely mandatory. Has the thrower, again, mandatory. Some would say it's bloat, but no. You want the built-in reroll. You really want the built-in reroll there, okay? Because your rerolls are for all the crazy Skaven dickery you're going to pull. Which is what Skaven do best because of the Bill Beckley speed of Speed 9. That's how Skaven run. Literally, in this case here. And of course, line rats who have one job, and they're doing it fine. In fact, they're actually doing extremely fine. They're all alive and not hurt. So there you go. 3 rerolls. Perfect. It's got the Apothecary. Perfect. And he's sitting there all nice and pretty. So let's go and take a look at the leaderboard to see how the first week went down here. Not really many surprises, is there? You know, let's admit it, considering how the matchups went. Now, Ice Blade's got to be a proud of themselves. Necromancer's got a solid first win. Well done there. No problem, you're on your way. Cadet, somehow his genius of a cheese team of Underworld, as it is, got their first win. He doesn't know how he did it, but he engineered a win out of that one there. And the Dark Elves, like I said, I have faith in you, Daffo, did the magic, got his first win. Now, Goat Boy and Cord there, I believe we did do the cast on that, and Goat Boy, I'm sorry to say, Nuffle's not disappointing me with you there. It gets better. It really does. It gets better there. Someday your dream will come. They tied it out there. Cord, you want my candidates because you're the most stubborn, beautiful Quebecois I know there. That's why you got the tie. You were not giving that game up without a fight. That's why everyone loves you there. And then let's take a look at the rest of the lad. Well, Gouda Boys, it just wasn't to be. They take a loss there. The Amazons, Wolfowl. There's many words I have for them. You know, and one of them is denial. But you know what? You never give up. You never surrender. It's why we love you. God bless their lad. And Ogres. Someone apparently had a plus 12 dagger versus Ogres that game. It was a disaster for Fidel. But he's on his way and he's having fun. And you know what? In the end of the day, that's all that really matters. Alright, that sums up that division. God, what a division. Oh, it's this division now, is it? Alright, Tasrin division. What a bugger up, cock up of a division this one is. Alright, let's get the damage relay there. Alright, let's start this off here with a bang here. Oh, God, this team. Don't get me wrong, they're fucking beautiful, but oh, you've made enemies of the entire league with this firm here. Luke Quad 4. Look, face it, it's why this shirt's now this way here, because you've just become the mascot of the division here, of just absolutely taking Nuffle, bending her over there, and showing her what for, because, oh God, what you can do with this team here. I think we've discovered the secret to you. Yeah, the secret is amazing, isn't it there? I now have a new hero when it comes to Pro Elves now. Before it was Weirdcaster, now I'm going to be asking myself, what will Luke Quad 4 do? Wow. Game 1, and you saw the cast, I haven't saying that was. His firm's off to a great start, and you can tell. And look at the upgrades already. 2 AG5s, a catcher and a blitzer. He is off. He is rocking this world here. He's even got, you know, the extra dodge now on the catch. He's ready to rock and rule. I got nothing other than wow. It really is there. 2 rerolls, Apothecary. Somehow you've only got the 1 fanfare. You must have started with nothing. It's the only explanation I've got there. Oh, God. Gee, guess who's leading the division, sir? All right, meanwhile, oh, Vought. My heart bleeds for you, lad. It really does, because one person did really well. There's an opposite, unfortunately, there. But you came out of it, and you can see here from the firm, it's all still here. They all made it. They didn't get anywhere, but they all made it. And he's got 2 rerolls. He's got 2 fan factor. It's Khemri, lads. Khemri takes time and development, and hopefully not pissing rain. You can ask the previous coach about that one there. What was the record? Your first 3 games, and then game 4, it started fine, and then the rain started? It's amazing you got as far as you did, lad. Maybe this is the season it's payback. Oh, this cunt. Alright, here we go. Big cut. You blame Astrolabe for this team, alright? This is why. I wouldn't touch these buggers with a 10-foot pole there. And let's take a look at the firm, as you can see here. It's a basic hunting team. It really is there. No Apothecary, not yet anyway there. They've got the 2 team rerolls. What they need them for, the Chorfs. 3 fan factors, surprisingly, they have fans. But, no development yet. Not yet anyway. You can see they're doing things, but there's no development to it there. They've got the 4 Hobgoblins, they got the 1 in reserve, and they've got the 2 Bull Centaurs, and of course the usual. Boring. Oh, God. Thanks, Astrolabe. Thanks for making me play that team. I'm going to get you for that one. Now the excitement now also begins here in this division. Like I said, what a weird division this one is here. Team roster here by Hammer Time, and he's going in for it there. The Fend Request. Oh, what a weird team he has built here. Bretonians, of course. He's got the linemen there. Of course, there's the Dirty Peasants. Now you already see his first problems already happened. You notice something's missing here. Yeah, that wasn't a great start. That wasn't a great start at all there. Well, he's got the Apothecary now, seems like. 2 rerolls, fan factor. And he actually has the skill up there, but that's kind of awkward there, lad. You've already got a hole in your team. How'd that happen? Well, I imagine the pleas for Insanity and Turnips. Oh, of Mice in Nim. And here comes the most handsome man in a cape who ever played in this league here. Lando, glad you're back here, lad. Because, boy, are you going to entertain. I have seen what you've done with different combinations of teams. This I'm really fucking looking forward to. Just like with Daffo with Dark Elves. I'm really curious what you can do with this lot here. Let's see what he's got for the rats. He's got a level up already do here on the Gutter Runner. The rest of them there, look at the business they're already doing here. Chugga chugga choo choo! And God, they are going to be working on it. Storm Vermin did their job there. Even the Thrower got a couple of completions there. The Line Rats, that's their job. Absolutely no worries there. He's got 1 fan factor, Apothecary, 3 rerolls. He's in great shape. He really is. Well, he's going to be the other big challenge to win this division there. Meanwhile, let's take a look here. Oh, Eric's! Yay! You're not playing that team there. Eric's has learnt a lesson. Never, ever, ever name anything Enterprise. Not in your hands, lad. Not in your hands. What was that? 7 times in 1 season. I kept track. It was bloody amazing. And yet you never lost your shite. Cool as a cucumber, just like the US Navy. Meanwhile, speaking of, yodeling to Valhalla. Well, he's going to be singing how we call it, Valhallelujah. That's basically what he's going to be having as his theme song most of this entire season. And hopefully he plays it that way. As you can see there, he's already got his first problem. Yeah, he's got a problem, all right. There was probably a Berserker there. Not anymore, Sunshine. Not anymore. So he's already down to 1 Berserker. He's got the 2 Earth-Earthers, piles of liners. He's got the 1 Runner. And, of course, he's got the 1 Roller. 3 rerolls. You need an Apothecary. I hate to say it, the problem with Norse is glass cannons. So, when you got a chance, I get it. You couldn't do everything at once there. I get it. It's not like the Amazons there, mate, but you're going to need it because you're going to need those players later on, especially to keep the good ones intact. Alright, moving along here. Oh, here we go. The Whiteheads, Green Griffin, welcome back here. And yes, you're going Nurgle. And remember, I've already had this debate there. One person's already living the dream with his Nurgle firm. He's got the dream upgrade. How did you do? Not as well there. It happens, lad. It happens there. Alright, but here's where it gets funnier. He's already got his first level up on his Nurgle Warriors. Great. He could certainly use that. And you can see how he's built his teams a little bit different. He's gone with more Pestigors. It's not a bad idea. It can actually really work here. He's going more, adjustment and movement rather than control defense. At least maybe that's style. But you can also see the Rodders took a lot of punishment too here. Well, that's what happens to Rodders, unfortunately, lad. But he's got an extra cheerleader. He's got 1 fan factor, 2 team rerolls. It'll get better. But I do mention to you, lad, there, and I always caution that Nurgle is a tough team to play. They look like a basic Chaos Chosen team, if you think about it. They're not. Not by a long shot. They're their own unique style. But also, it can kind of take your own application of your own unique style. We've seen Panda have no ends of frustration with this firm. And I've had frustrations with this firm. Is there a correct answer? Who knows? That's my honest answer. And there's the legend himself there. Yeah, Angry Panda has returned once again to get back his rightful championship, as he says anyway. The Thunder Down Under Phase 2. It's an Orc team. You think there'd be some creativity behind it? Well, it might be. It might be. As you can see, he's got a Blitzer already taking a good little slot in the knee there. But don't worry, it's only missed next game. But that means he's just down a Blitzer. Otherwise, it is, in this case, a standard Orc team. Although he's gone the non-troll route. Nothing wrong with that, because by going non-troll, he's decided he's going to go with 3 rerolls. But he's got no Apothecary and nothing else. It could be a problem later on there, but this is Panda. If you don't know what he's doing, that's fine. He doesn't either. That's his secret. It really is. Let's review what's going on in the division there after the first week. And of course, boy, there's a surprise. Shouldn't have sweat tabernacle. Well, he's on top of the division. Is he ever? And I don't think he's slowing down anytime soon. The Pro Elves are number 1. And they're going to be number 1 with a fisting if they're not too careful. Bretonians, of course, have nice and comfortably there got themselves a good win in there. It might not have worked the way they wanted, but as Emma would always say, a win is a fucking win. So he's probably right on that. Then, of course, Lando doesn't disappoint whatsoever. He absolutely does not disappoint. Everything they say about him is true. All right, just so you know. He gets his win, no problem. I don't know how I won that game. I really don't. See the cast, it was a miracle turn 16. But that's Wanker's Crap United for you there. So, Panda takes his first loss by sheer bad luck. That happens. Disappointing there. Yodeling to Valhalla. Look, your glass cannons, lad. It happens. Norse just brush themselves off. Carry on. Norse, it can be any day they can win the game. So, you're not fine. Nemo, Nurgle there. Like I said, it's a tough firm. And you had a rough first game. It happens. You just got to brush off, trust in your loners, and play a different style. If it ends up being a season of almost fertility, look at it this way, lad. It's a learning experience because, like I said, Nurgle is probably one of the most advanced, toughest teams to really play and play well. The best advice I can give is do not expect high-scoring games unless it goes wrong in a weird way. The reality is, if you grind out a 1-0 win or 0-0 ties, do not be surprised if that becomes a fact of your entire season. That's Nurgle. And then, of course, Vought, like I said, someone had to be on the receiving end. Someone had to be the receiver, and you drew the short straw there, lad. But don't worry, look at your team. They're perfectly intact, so you're fine for the rest of the season against everybody else, because no one else with maybe him, get Orlando being your only real problem. That might have been your worst matchup, and you got it out of the way first game. Done deal. Right. Division's finally done. Hooray! I hear there's drinks around here. Where are the drinks? Hello? So yeah, that is everyone's cunning and amazing plan so far this season. It really has been. It's just going to become one of these crazy seasons there. And as I got nicely reminded, it really is what's so fantastic about the BBPN. People feel the confidence in trying out something different and something crazy. And sometimes something amazing comes out of it. And sometimes you just go, fuck it all at the end of it. Because you find out in all honesty, maybe this team's not for you. But you're going to learn, aren't you there? Well, that's the whole nature of the BBPN. Have an amazing plan and then see how well you actually execute it. It really is. Alright, so that was the divisions review there for week 1 there. Thank you all for your patience. We do promise there, as we carry on here, We're going to keep improving and upgrading things here in the broadcast booth here. It's thank you to all your support. This has been happening there, including all the fun toys and everything else there. Keep it up there, lads. One of the things I'm trying to get is a new broadcast chair. If you only knew how battered and broken I actually am in there. I swear it's all the women and the mistresses and the wives. May they all never meet at once, unless I've negotiated with them there. Alright, take care, lads. Thank you all. And Nuffle, bless your dice. Amazing plan, he says. Right.